Dark Spectre Designworks. We make it.
Howdy, folks. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Masters of the Universe Revelations Barbarian Skeletor custom. So to me, this is pretty much the definitive Skeletor, at least with the combination that I'm customizing him into. Nothing wrong with the Revelations one, but this one's a little bit more classic. I like the head sculpt a little bit better, but he needs a little bit of sprucing up. So starting out here, I wanted to make his Havoc staff ram's skull head look a little bit more skeleton-y. So giving him a base coat of a tan for the skull and a darker brown for the horns. I will later dry brush some tans and whites and such over that, which apparently I forgot to film, so I apologize for that. And then, yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to give a light blue plastic-skinned character a black wash. Not a good idea. So, as you can see me here, giving him the black wash, I then very much regretted it. On top of it being way too light for a black wash. For whatever reason, the plastic that they used this time around, it was very porous, so the paint really sucked into the plastic itself. So I just had to go over it with a bunch of alcohol-soaked paper towels and water and a Scotch-Brite pad to get as much of it off as possible. I then went over it with a brighter blue wash instead of the black, which I much preferred. But if you're going to do this, don't use black, unless you want him to be very, very dark. Then yeah, I just went in and touched up his little rivets and bolts, or whatever the hell they are, on his armor. I just did that with a silver paint marker here. And painted his the little eyes on his belt red. Just thought that helped. I also touched up his face a bit, gave him a little bit of a wash. Went over the eyes. I don't think I filmed that, unfortunately. My apologies, but... And yeah, while I'm not a huge fan of soft goods on most smaller scale figures, I love soft good capes on them. So, I figured Skeletor needs a cape, right? This is just some purplish colored fabric I found at Walmart. They have like little, I think they're $1 or $2, little like quarter yard chunks. I don't really have a fabric store near me, and the closest one is kind of far and short to get to, so just decided to hit the local Walmart, as much as I hate that store. And then I just kind of finagled the approximate size, cut it out. Not a big fan of working with fabric, but if you do, get a decent pair of scissors and don't use them for anything else but fabric. I think these were like $12. Obviously not super expensive, but the key is don't use them for other things like cutting foam and other stuff, because then they're going to get really dull. I attempted to use fabric glue. I mean, I do own a sewing machine, I just don't like using it. So I just said, fuck it, I'll just use some fabric glue. It wasn't really sticking though. I've used this stuff in the past and it's worked really well, but I don't know if this stuff's just old or what, but ended up just using hot glue. Not ideal, not recommended, but it works. And then the cape just kind of sits in his shoulder armor, so quite comfortably, no issues. But yeah, that about does it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fan-frickin-tastic day. If you don't mind doing the YouTube and Patreon thing, like, comment, subscribe, all that stupid jazz, helps out a lot.